Hey everyone, welcome to our virtual ministry fair. I'm Megan Gibson. I oversee the marketing and communications here at St. Luke's. Before we get started, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what to expect from our virtual ministry fair. We have about 35 different ministry groups here at St. Luke's. We've categorized those groups into 7 different umbrellas. Today we're going to hear from a representative from each of the umbrellas that's going to give us a brief overview of each group that lives within that umbrella. But first, we're going to have a quick message from Pastor Josh.
Hey everybody, it's Pastor Josh, and I just wanted to take a second to thank everybody who came out for our ministry fair and all of you who are joining our ministry fair virtually online. There's plenty of ways for you to get involved at St. Luke's and in the ministries that are part of our faith community, and I hope you take the opportunity, even though we're in a season of isolation, to find new ways for you to engage with your gifts, your abilities, and your heart in the community and service of the gospel of Jesus. We'll be serving our community, our world, and there's opportunities with everything you could think of, so make sure you take the time to look and plug in.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Lisa Schober, and I'm going to represent the several social groups that we have here. We have the softball, which is a fun group of individuals. It's co-ed, so it's a lot of fun, normally on Sundays, not on COVID activities, but really enjoy that fellowship with other various churches and other groups that participate on the softball team. Then we have the events committee, and that is one that I am leading, and that's a focus on 3 events during the year. We have Extravaganza, then we also have in October 2 events. We have Oktoberfest and Trunk or Treat. And so this particular committee focuses on the planning of those particular events, and then of course we ask the congregation for a lot of help to help execute upon those particular events. Then we have the Hunters group, which of course my husband is active in, but there's several other members that enjoy talking about various locations on where to hunt, safety activities, but just the fellowship that is with this group. Then we have the Veterans, which is a newer group, but of course, hopefully you've come to the church and you've seen the pole outside, but of course the fellowship amongst veterans in our congregation. Then the Tables for 8 is a fun opportunity to get together and have a more intimate one-on-one. And we have normally 4 different couples that get together, and you'll meet for dinner, and you'll actually get to go out to each of the various people's homes so that they can host the event and just enjoy the fellowship and over a yummy dinner. And so that's a great opportunity just to get to know different members of the church on a more intimate level. So very excited. Hopefully there's interest here to join one or multiple social groups here, but thank you very much. And hopefully if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the various group leaders. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jonathan McRae. My wife and I are part of the Double Diamond South Meadows Oikos group. Now, Oikos is Greek for family, or 3. Usually involves the family's house, family's property. And it really comes to exemplify what Josh and the leadership at this church have been trying to grow through our up, in, and out process in the last several years, is to expand the church outside of this large group where we meet once a week and we all say hello to the 400 people, the 600 people that we have registered as members at this church, and try to bring it more down to a more discipleship level. You know, Jesus walked around with the 12 and he said to go out and make disciples, and people met in the first churches. It wasn't in these giant cathedrals, these giant buildings, but more in their homes, their family rooms, their backyards. Now, obviously, during COVID, we've had a lot of different ideas of how we could go about trying to meet. So we have had several locations with Zoom meetings, outdoor barbecues. So we're 2020's taught us one thing: is be flexible, and we're trying our best. There's several other groups here. We have Damani Ranch, which is led by the Kesters on the backside of South Meadows, between South Meadows and Damani Ranch. We have the Keels, who are down in South Reno. We have the Southwest Amazing Grace, downtown, North Valleys with the Browns. So there's several locations. You don't have to come meet me at South Meadows with my wife, Sarah McRae, and I, and do that. If you want to, we're more than welcome to take you. But there's several locations and other groups here where we can meet in a small group fashion, expand your faith, expand your questions that you may have from either the sermons through the week, or just other social issues that we have in a more intimate location and a feel. Usually there's meals provided or brought together with potlucks. So there's a lot of options out there for you with our Oikos groups, but it's really to bring the center of the focus to God, His Son Jesus, to us in a more intimate platform as it was Jesus when He was with His disciples. So if you have any other questions, you can get onto My St. Luke's, onto the Facebook page. You can look up the groups through that for your Oikos. So we'd love to have you come and join us. So thank you.
Okay, well, because I'm the head of the council, I'll start off with the church council. And I just want to say basically that if anyone has any questions on how the church is to be run, you should go to the Constitution and the bylaws. They're on the website, and you can get a copy mailed to you if you would just request one. So that would be a preliminary place I'd urge anyone to go if you have any questions. That sets out how the pastor is called. It sets out how he can be removed. It sets out how the council works. It sets out all the different chairmanships of the different committees, and it's a very comprehensive document that will help answer any questions that you have. And of course, if you have any questions, you can certainly contact me. So I think that's probably the touchstone. Then the rest of it is we have a very great group of care bodies that really provide for the internal workings and make this church such a warm, nice, caring place. The Ruth Guild is a group of ladies who really make sure the church runs beautifully. It's flowers and the church vestments and all of this thing is monitored by them, and they're just a really wonderful group of ladies. The Board of Property Managers make sure a facility is maintained properly. And this group of 4 men who are nominated every year, and I don't know if there could be a lady on it or not. I don't think it was just guys, but anyway, you could join that and work to help make sure the facility is maintained in accordance with everyone's standards. The welcome team is a warm and inviting, wonderful group to help people who are initially coming here to feel welcome and to feel that they're included in our facility and in our congregation and in our membership from day one. So they really do an excellent job. And then the church elders are just the basic group that helps everyone keep on track spiritually and emotionally. And the church is divided into 10 different groups by alphabet, and each of them has their own elder. He's responsible to maintain them, contact them. They're a real hands-on person that they can contact about their needs. So with that, I guess that's the leaders. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nancy O'Brien, and the only thing on this that I really know a whole lot about is Prayers and Squares, which we gather once a month and we make prayer quilts. And it is a national organization. I'm not sure if it's worldwide.
Yes.
But it is worldwide. We are just a small chapter of that. And we will ask people if they would like a prayer quilt. They have to say yes, because there are some people that don't want one. And then the ladies gather and we say prayers as we tie knots. And I see several people here that we've actually given quilts to, and it's a wonderful ministry. The prayer ministry is going to be more of a corporate type. They're going to be gathering, I don't know how often, but they are going to be doing corporate prayer and worship, which is a little different than the prayer chain that we have, which I am in charge of that. And if you'd like more information on that, you can call me. But that's more of a personal, we have a group of ladies that pray. So this is going to be more of a church-wide gathering. I'm not quite sure how often, whenever they determine that to be. Solace Ministry, I'm in this one too. This is a group. Yeah, this is a group of women, mostly from Ruth Guild, but we have several ladies from church. When there is a death in the church, or someone is very ill and they require meals, Linda Oliver and I are in charge of that. We will come in here and set up. It only happens here at church if there's a reception. We will set up for that. provide the food for most of the food for the reception, and just try to reach out and offer comfort where we can to the people that are in need of that. And visitation ministry. This is church leaders that deliver prayer and worship to members of our congregation who are homebound, or they're very sick and they are in need of just a little company, somebody to come in, or even call them on the phone, but just for people to chat with them and then just to let them know that they are not forgotten. And we are currently looking for a new chair for this group. So if anyone is interested, you can contact Pastor Josh and he will provide the training.
I'm Vicki Banky, and I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about the classes and the Bible studies that we have to offer here at St. Luke's. I'll take you through the week starting on Sunday. On Sunday, we have a ladies' Bible study led by me, and we will be meeting as of next Sunday, September 20th at 9 o'clock here at the church in room N1 right off the gym. And we will be studying the book of Job. You can come in person wearing a mask, or you can Zoom. We'll be having that hybrid type of class. And the next day, on Monday, we have Pastor Josh's study on Galatians, which takes place at 8:15 a.m. You can come here to the church and do the class in person, or you can do the class on Facebook, or you can Zoom. So there are 3 different ways that you can participate in the study of Galatians. Then we have Bill Heineke, who will be offering a Bible study at 11 o'clock to noon on Tuesdays here at the church in one of the classrooms off the gym. And this will begin on September 22nd, which is this coming Tuesday. They are finishing up a study of the book of Romans, but they are going to be picking a new topic. So if you want to be part of picking that new topic, you're welcome to do that. And then we have the Wednesday night class that will be offered by Zoom, and it's Let's Talk About Race. It will be offered at 6:30 p.m., as I said, on Zoom, and it will be a Lutheran perspective on race relations, and the leaders are Nancy Berndt, Mary Culpepper, and Bob Felton. I did that in alphabetical order. And finally, we have a ladies' fusion group that has been meeting on Tuesdays before COVID, and they will be resuming at the beginning of the year, God willing, and they will do a Bible study and an activity. This will be led by Karen Maurer. Those are the studies that we have for adults. We also have activities for the youth. We have a confirmation class that is already underway. It's an online class at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings, and it's taught by Nate Schober. This is open to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and they will be studying all that they need to know to become an adult voting member of a Lutheran church, St. Luke's. They will cover topics like the Lord's Prayer, the 10 Commandments, and the Apostles' Creed in preparation for confirmation, which will take place in the spring. And then finally, we have, we also have a youth Sunday evening class. They will be meeting with Bill and Teresa Schmauder and Christy Spiker. They will have a Bible study, and they'll also have some fun activities, and I'm sure some food. So, and then the final class is the communion class, where any child from 5th grade up can learn about the meaning of Holy Communion in preparation for being able to receive the sacrament at St. Luke's. This will occur in the spring, led by Michael Ehlert, and there'll be more details to come. So I hope you take this opportunity to get involved here in the study of God's Word at St. Luke's, and I wish you blessings as you walk through life with the Lord. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rachel Schaefer. I am one of the leaders of the Odyssey youth program here at St. Luke's. Odyssey is a program, Sunday school program for children starting at age 3 all the way through 5th grade. So we have a wide range of kids that we serve in our church. Before COVID, we were serving 30 to 40 kids on average every single Sunday, and we are so excited to be able to come back together and start our Odyssey program again. So as of right now, we're just waiting on approval from the church council to when they feel it's safe for us to resume. We are still planning on resuming service, our program during the second service, which right now is at 10 o'clock. So it would be a 10 o'clock Odyssey start time, 10 to 11-ish. We are gonna be in the gym. Unfortunately, we aren't able to use our beautiful Odyssey rooms that we just redid last year as of yet, but we're gonna have all the kids in the gym so that we can make sure that we have everybody socially distanced, keep everyone safe. All of our volunteers and kids, everyone's gonna be masked up, but we're still gonna have a great time, and we know that the kids are really looking forward to coming back together, seeing each other, enjoying that fellowship time as we learn about our Lord, learn more about our mission here on earth, and what we can do to serve as a church. So we hope to see you soon. If you're interested in volunteering for Odyssey, we can always use more volunteers, and there's lots of different ways to serve with the Odyssey program. Sometimes it's prepping crafts and activities beforehand. It may be helping with some costuming. We do a drama every week, so there are costumes needed. If you like to act and be on stage and be fun, we can always use actors in the drama, people to help teach different Bible verses and different lessons in our synagogue, or helping with the crafts. So whether you want to be behind the scenes and help out, you want to be with the kids and help out, we could use your help no matter what. So please, please, please sign up to help with the Odyssey, and we look forward to seeing you this fall.
Okay, this used to be called welfare, but I really like the word Mercy Ministries because this is a way of us reaching out to the community in different ways. So right now we have 6 regular activities that are taking place throughout the year. Good Shepherd is a local clothing and bedding place to help homeless and people that need it, but it's not up and running. You want to tell us a little bit about Good Shepherd and what we're going to be doing? This Terry Hoffman.
Good Shepherd recently moved to Sparks. It's in a shopping center owned by Barb's Christian Fellowship, and the long-term goal is that the whole shopping center will be oriented toward those kinds of opportunities for people that need help. And right now they're actually closed because they moved from downtown. They're having to clean up and get the space ready. And we're going to see some opportunities to try to work with Orphan Brain Train to have days where men's shoes is probably the #1 thing we need. So we might have a drive in a certain month for men's shoes. Another thing that's really needed are white tops and black pants, because a lot of people work in casinos, and that's what they need, white tops and black pants. So
we'll probably start designating that as open, but that we'll actually have it set up as black and white.
Right, so we're trying some interesting things to get some more specific things. But in general, any type of clothes or bedding things are what we need.
And they help all local people.
The operation is almost 100% volunteer run. There's only 2 paid employees. So there's also an opportunity, and they need 8 people a day to operate the facility. So there's, you can volunteer 2 hours, 4 hours, 1 day a week, anything to go there, sort clothes or service the people that are coming for help. And it's not just homeless people. It's people, maybe they're getting out of a drug program, maybe it's an abused woman, maybe it's someone that's been in jail for a year or something. People trying to get their lives back together, maybe they lost their job. Another thing we do is once a month, we take a van of children's clothes to an elementary school, like at 4 o'clock after school, where parents can come and get clothes for the children. And it's all free. It don't charge anything.
Thank you, Terry.
That's it.
Okay. Next is Barb is doing Shared Harvest, and this is another local collaboration with other churches that she'll tell us about.
Okay. We along with 5 other Lutheran churches in the area, deliver 1 bag of groceries to the poor on 4th Street who lives in hotels once a month. And each month we're giving a certain number and items that we need. For September, we need 50 boxes of mac and cheese, 25 cans of fruit, and 12 cans of chicken noodle soup. To donate, you just put it on the shared harvest cart, and then Terry and I go to the assembly place and we assemble the bags. 82 bags a month. These are the items that are in the bag, and that's what the bag looks like included. So what I really need are people to donate the food items that I'm requesting each month. They'll be different each month. And in January and February, St. Luke's will probably host it here. And then I will need volunteers there to help put the bag in the bag and help fill the bags for distribution.
Okay, thank you very much. Dave Lorenz is with Orphan Grain Train. I'm on that board as well. And this is an amazing organization that's been around for 28 years now. And Dave, tell them what we do at Orphan Grain Train and how we impact not only our local community, but around the world.
Yeah, Orphan Grain Train was started by a Lutheran Church Missouri Synod group pastor, along with a shipping company. And we ship goods domestically, we ship goods internationally. Last year we did 133 domestic shipments, which are trailer loads, and 106 international shipments, which are container shipments full. We are one of 27 branches in the United States. We have no paid employees. We must have all fundraisers. We need to get the goods to sort and pack. Then we need the money to send, we need volunteers to pack them into boxes. Then we need the funds to be able to afford the shipment, which can cost anywhere, if you do an international shipment, can cost anywhere from $6,000 to $15,000. So we must raise that. It is a 501c3. 98.2% of all the funds that are raised go to individuals in need. So we're happy to be part of it. We've been in Sparks, we're one of the 27 branches, and we've actually made 6 shipments, 3 international containers, and we did 2 to the Paradise Fire 2 years ago in California and 1 to the car fire up near Redding. So we've kind of 50-50. So it's a wonderful group. We need goods to sort, clothing, shoes, whatever, and we will share them with
Steve McGee is our president. He's over in Sacramento area. He had me call local Lutheran LCMS churches in that area of where the fires are. I've got calls into them to see what their immediate needs are. Because if there's, last year we sent toilet paper, water, bottled water, which was an immediate need at that time. So
as well as clothing.
As well as clothing, right. So
I know Brian's moving in storage. They actually shipped one of the shipments over to the Paradise Fire for us at no cost to us.
Yeah, so it's wonderful.
Yeah,
And it's
so we typically work like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 2 weeks a month for volunteers to take the goods, to sort them by the various commodity. Women's top summer, women's top winter, and so forth. About 27 different varieties we put it into. So it's a good group. We've been in operation since February of 2018 in the Sparks branch.
Thank you, Dave. Erica, tell us about Basic Nicaragua.
Yeah, so I'm the coordinator for Basic Nicaragua. Basic stands for Brothers and Sisters in Christ. This is an organization made up of a number of different Lutheran churches across the country who partner together and do work in a particular area in Nicaragua. There are going to be opportunities in the future for short-term mission trips. Of course, right now, a lot of that is very much up in the air. However, if you're a person who is interested in a short-term mission trip this year, some year in the future, if missions are on your heart and on your mind, talk to me. Let me know. I'm putting together a list of interested parties so that when the opportunity opens up to be able to go on a short-term mission trip, I have people I can call on. We are also looking for people who are interested in sponsoring students in Nicaragua. So we have one college student that as a church we were able to help support last year. There's also a couple elementary school students who are looking for sponsorship. A sponsor is able to help provide just by giving money once at the end of the calendar year for a student to be able to go to school for all of the next year. It pays for the supplies and also for food packs for their families. So if you have any interest in sponsoring a student in Nicaragua as well, please let me know.
Thank you. And all the sign-ups are right here on the board if underneath the notice. I'm going to talk to you about our tutoring program, which is our 7th year with Rebecca's Garden of Hope, which is a Lutheran church out of Orlando, Florida. And we are one of the most successful groups in the country because we have been going consistently for 7 years. This is starting our 8th year. We serve kids that are underserved in the community, and we can be very proud of the cooperation and collaboration of the community because we have provided computers to every single family that needs one. And we made arrangements to get internet services for them as well. We work through the Lions Club and other organizations to get these things, and we are doing them now. They're always on Thursdays. It was 5:30 to 7:30. But with COVID, we are now doing this virtually through Zoom. My husband bought me my own Zoom so I could get online and meet with them. We met last week. We had 12 students the first night, which is really good, considering that many of these children are already spending a lot of time on computers, right? But we try. We've got a wonderful organization that's been free for us. It's called the Bible Project. And that includes not only just getting together and supporting these families, but also we're there to have a Bible study with them, and then we set up things for homework help and things like that. So it's a really great program. We're happy that we can provide this service to the community here in Reno and Sparks. Then number 6 for our dining pleasure here. We have lots of things to chew on. Our river walk, river cleanup through the Truckee Meadows, beautiful Truckee Meadows. Is that what it's called? I can never remember exactly. Anyway, this is their 17th year, and we have a sign-up sheet if you're interested in helping out on September 26th. It's a Saturday from 9 to noon. We will meet on Plymouth Street, and I have all that information. I have a little video on safety procedures that we've set up with them. Right now we have 17 people who signed up to help, including children. So we're asking for a kid-friendly place to volunteer. Probably going to be raking and cleaning up park areas, but they also have cleaning graffiti and a whole bunch of other things. But so we've got a video on that as well, and then this is all the information on the river cleanup. So we covered everything. Okay, we still are not sure how we're going to do Adopt a Family this year. Because of COVID, it does put us in a very kind of precarious situation, because if we ask people to donate food and gifts, then they've got to be left here for weeks, just to be sure that they're safe in transmission. So we are talking about possibly doing gift cards to families. So we can still adopt families, and we still will have the adoption tree, but instead of having actual gifts purchased and food purchased, we will get them gift cards that they can use for their families. And these are these are families that are in desperate need of support. Hal Albright has been the chair of that, and he and Sherry are thinking about heading that up. If not, we'll probably just do a drive for gift cards. So Mercy Ministries is a busy place because we're juggling a whole bunch of different programs at once. But boy, is this what this church needs and what this community needs. is our outreach and our love of Jesus in service to Him and to others. So if you're interested in any one of these ideas, we have a sign-up sheet here. A lot of them don't take big commitments, especially, you know, like Orphan Grain Train and Good Shepherd and our Shared Harvest. But we are making a difference, and we are impacting families for the good. So join us if you would like. We'd love to have you. Thanks.
Hi, I am Brittany Brown. I'm the worship arts leader at St. Luke's, and just really excited to be with you today to talk about the different opportunities and what arts in worship, what that means, what that looks like. And so to share a little more about the heart of worship is Sally Hall. She is our Artist Showcase Director, and let's just hear a little about your heart on what worship arts is and what arts is in the church.
Okay. So I'm Sally. Hello everyone, welcome to the Ministry of Art. I wrote a little spiel here about how I feel about art within Christianity. So, art truly glorifies God when the heart of the artist seeks to glorify Him in their work. I believe it is the orientation of the artist's heart and the extent to which the work reflects God's beauty and truth that matters. A work of art does not have to be obviously evangelical or Christian to honour God. What we must continue to explore as artists is that discipline not of our gift, but of the gift of God. We're not here to honour what we create, but what He creates. We are interested in collaborative work, a coming together of all forms: poets, writers, woodworkers, musicians, dancers, visual artists, gardeners, cooks, textile artists, actors, all of who have a way of expression. And in that joining of hands, we together create a worthy worship of our Lord. With our hearts lifted together in this act, we can transform what is so often an expression of ego into an expression of our love. No one individual is greater than the other, and no one individual can outperform the ultimate creator. Our efforts are merely a form of honouring God, not to be idolised or used for gain. How do we express our love for Him? How have those of the past done this, and what of us of the future? If you think these ideas are interesting enough to explore as a church and as God's people, come be a part of the arts at St. Luke's.
And so I want to talk about more specific opportunities that we have, and I say that, and it's such a limited scope because I am one person and Sally is one person, and everyone has different ideas, and so whatever is seen on our website, whatever we talk about here, if that isn't your gift or your passion, we would love to hear your ideas and your gifts and your passions. This is not about us filling a specific spot or a specific need. This is really about us helping you find a place to serve the Lord and glorify God with your gifts in this specific faith community. So just very generally, we've got opportunities for kids and adults, everything in between, all ages and stages. We have our youth ensemble, so like your ages 5 to 14, which Jessica Cartwright is currently directing, and she is a dancer. That is her passion, so that's really the direction that she takes that in currently. And it's a really fun, kind of like intro into the arts for the kids, and we just love to see them dancing for the Lord. It is so fun, so fun. My kids love it. We have worship teams, so we lead worship at the modern services, and you know, we have like a typical band setup, like with your electric guitar and your drums and your keyboard and singers. That again is such a limited scope. That doesn't mean that we don't have a place for you. So you would just have to, you know, let us know what your gift is, and I would love to find a spot for you somewhere. You know, special music is kind of where that goes also. I really like the high holidays when we bring in like a saxophone player. We've got a viola player who
we love to hear. So if you have a gift like that, you know, let us know. We would love to share that with you. And then we have like your technical arts. So we are always looking for videographers, photographers, anyone with like graphic design, or like an eye for set design. We like to enhance worship with colors and art, and just add those different elements. So again, if that's kind of where your brain is at and where your heart's at, I want to talk to you. And we've got your St. Luke's singers, so your choir opportunities. We've got handbells, which is super fun and unique. Literally ringing bells, no experience required, but a super fun, close-knit group of people, and you can do some really cool things with handbells. So, you know, again, if there's something on your heart, on your mind, an opportunity that maybe I didn't list here, maybe that you don't see us talking about on the website, that doesn't mean that there's nowhere for you. We want to help you so that you can get involved in our faith community and in our arts community at St. Luke's. We would love to have you. Thanks.
Now that you've heard from all of our group leaders, if there's a place where you'd like to plug in, you can go ahead and leave it in the chat here down in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Or you can email me, megan@stlukesreno.org. If you have any questions, or if you want to talk any more or connect with group leaders, go ahead and send me an email, and we'll get you plugged in and connected. Thanks for joining us today for our virtual ministry fair. I hope you learned more about our small group ministries and are inspired to get connected. We look forward to growing our relationships with you this year.